Hello there.
Stan, hey, thanks for coming by.
Sure.
Can I get you a coffee or anything?
No, thanks, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Hey, have a seat,
Thanks.
please. I really appreciate this. And I could have come to your branch instead.
No, this worked out fine. I had a meeting in the area. So, how's the family, Ralph?
Oh, great. Sally just started first grade.
Is that right? Oh, that's wonderful. My youngest just graduated from college
Oh, my
last
goodness.
year, so it goes by fast.
Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So, what can I do for you?
Well, I didn't want to get into it over the phone, but I've had some personnel issues, and I wanted to talk to you because you're always so helpful to me.
What's the problem?
Well, a few weeks ago, one of our sales assistants filed sexual harassment charges against one of our FCs. It's been a real headache.
What happened?
Well, it's kind of complicated. It all began a few months ago with one of his clients.
Mr. Sprouse, Tom will be right out. Can I get you anything?
That's okay. I'll just wait here and admire the scenery.
Bert, thanks for coming down. How you been?
Can't complain, Tom. I see you finally got yourself a new girl.
That's right. Wendy came aboard last month.
Well, she's in the right business because she certainly has some fine assets.
Excuse me, Tom, do you have a moment?
Yeah?
I wanted to talk to you about Mr. Sprouse. I mean, the way he talked about me.
Oh, well, don't worry about Bert. He's harmless. Hello? Hey, Phil. Can you hold on just one sec? Wendy, I gotta take this call.
Tom, what he said really insulted me.
Look, Wendy, he's got a $2 million account with us, so just ignore him, okay? Hey, Phil. Yeah, I got the order.
June, I mean, I don't even...
I think Wendy would have let this incident pass if there hadn't been other problems between her and Tom.
This is the last one.
Yep, that's it. Nice. All right, excellent work.
Thanks. No problem.
You feel like getting something to eat?
No, thanks. I gotta get back home.
Oh, come on. After all this hard work, the least you can do is let me buy you some dinner.
Really, I have to get back. Maybe some other time.
Sure. You know, Wendy, you've really been doing a great job.
Thanks, Tom.
It's funny, since you've been here, I feel better about myself. I've not had a lot to feel good about since my divorce.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry about your divorce.
Well, you sure I can't interest you in some dinner?
Yeah, really, I have to get back. My boyfriend is expecting me.
Oh, I understand. Sure.
Well, good night.
Uh-huh.
A few days after that, Tom blew up at her.
Wendy,
Yes, what's the matter?
did you open the Greenberg account?
No, I had to...
What have you been doing? It's been 3 hours.
I thought I could...
Do me a favor, okay? Don't think. If there's something you don't understand, you come to me, you ask me. You got it?
Yes, but
No,
I've
no,
only
no
been
buts.
trying...
Just do what I tell you to do. All right?
Tom, I want to talk to you about what happened earlier.
Don't worry, I straightened it out with the client.
That's not what I meant. I'm very upset about the way you spoke to me. It was very embarrassing.
Wendy, you took all morning to open the account.
There were 2 other accounts to open, and all the computers were down.
Why didn't you tell me?
You didn't give me a chance.
Okay, maybe I overreacted a little, and I'm sorry. But, you know, Wendy, I think a lot of the problem here has to do with your attitude.
My attitude.
Yeah, I think you could be a little more positive about your job.
I think I've been very positive about my job. It's just hard to stay positive when you scream at me in front of everyone.
Wendy, do you want the job to work out, or don't you?
I've been trying to make the job work out. I just don't know what you want from me.
All I'm saying is, you could try to be a little friendlier. This is a people business.
I think that I've been very polite, and I've tried to be professional.
You've got to learn to relax. Look, maybe you and we got off on the wrong foot. Why don't we discuss it tonight over drinks?
You want to have drinks?
Yeah, we can talk about your future here.
What?
So did you have drinks with him?
Of course not.
Well, maybe he was just trying to bury the hatchet.
Ralph, he was touching me and telling me that my future here depended on my being friendlier. Isn't that obvious enough?
All right. Let me talk to Tom. I want to hear his version.
His version?
I just want to make sure that you didn't misunderstand his intentions. Wendy, don't worry. I am sure that we can straighten this out.
She said that?
Tom, these are serious allegations.
She's lying. That's not what this is about.
Well, what is this about?
She couldn't handle the pressure. She knew that I wanted to let her go, so she cooked up this harassment charge.
Whoa, you wanted me to fire her? Well, why am I only hearing about this now?
Hey, I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. But after this, I want her gone. I mean today.
So what happened?
Well, right after that, Wendy filed a complaint with our Human Resources Department, and they came into the branch and conducted an investigation. She now works for someone else in the branch, and Tom got a written warning. What, you think I should have handled it differently?
I'm not sure. What would you do differently if you had to do it again?
I tell you, this job is giving me headaches.
Harassment issues can be a very difficult thing to deal with.
Why should I have to deal with it? People should know how to behave.
Ralph, people don't always know.
Oh.
Look, your job is to make sure your employees are comfortable and productive. You need to deal with it.
But I didn't sign up for this. I hate this stuff. And to tell you the truth, I'm thinking about going back to being an FC.
Ralph, I always thought that you would make a great branch manager. And from what I've heard about you, I've been right.
Oh, come on, really?
Yes,
Well, I don't think anybody's happy with me here.
being a branch manager is not a popularity contest. I've had many personnel problems myself, believe me.
Not like this, you didn't.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Really, what happened?
Well, it started with a complaint from an FCA.
Hey, Paul, get this.
Yeah,
What's the difference between a woman and a beer?
I don't know.
A beer doesn't drive you to drink. Oh, you can have more than one beer in a night and not feel guilty. These are great. You don't need a license to live with a beer.
Guys,
Oh, you don't have to say you respect beer in the morning.
hey guys, do you mind? I'm trying to get some work done here.
Lighten up, Jane. I mean, these are funny.
No, it's not funny. It's insulting.
Oh, sensitive. These are great, this guy.
Shortly afterwards, I monitored some of Ed's emails. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.
What's up, Stan?
Ed, Paul, I called you in because I want to make sure you understand our email policies.
Sure, go ahead.
First of all, you should not be exchanging anything with clients or coworkers that is potentially offensive. And that goes for web links, jokes, and photos.
Well, why are you telling us this? Did somebody say something, or?
No, I've been reviewing your email.
What? You've been reading my email?
And that's my job, Ed. I'm supposed to monitor correspondence, and that includes email.
But that's private stuff.
Not at work. Look, I sent out 3 memos about this already.
I didn't get any memos. Paul, do you remember getting a memo, or?
Yeah, actually I do.
Email can be copied and distributed, and that's a concern, especially if it's offensive to someone.
Yeah, but my clients like jokes, okay? I can't keep them from sending me things.
Actually, Ed, you can. Just tell them that your branch manager reads your email and won't tolerate any non-business correspondence on company equipment. Is that clear?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Good.
So did they listen to you?
Yes and no. I think Paul was glad that I set down the ground rules. Unfortunately, Ed thought he could get around the ground rules by using his laptop at work. One day, someone sent him an email with a web link to a porn site.
Whoa, Paul, check this out. Take a look at that.
Whoa, Ed, I don't think that's okay.
Hey guys, can you review these?
Hey, Jane. Take a look at this. Mud wrestling.
Excuse me. That's inappropriate.
What's her problem? Whoa. Check out that one.
Ed, I think you better turn this off. You remember what Stan said.
Oh, no, relax, relax. This is my computer. Look at this.
That's when Jane came to see me. I had another conversation with Ed and Paul. Perhaps I didn't make myself clear the last time.
I was using my laptop.
It doesn't matter, you're at work. Jane wanted to file a sexual harassment complaint with HR. Apparently, this hasn't been the first time she's felt offended by you two.
I didn't even know it was a porn site until I opened it up.
Well, then don't open up any unknown web links. This is serious, Ed. You and Paul could get fined or terminated for something like this, especially if you've had a prior warning. I'm going to say this one more time. No more inappropriate materials in the office. Is that clear?
Absolutely.
It's fine.
All right, now hold on a minute. I'm going to ask Jane to come in here so that you can apologize to her. Don't you think that's a good idea?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, send Jane. I know you're feeling a bit down right now, but you'll get through this. Just be clear and direct.
It's hard to be clear and direct sometimes.
I understand. Harassment issues can be pretty subjective.
Yeah, well, that's just part of it. I'm also having problems with account distribution.
Well, you were an FC yourself. No FC thinks they get the best accounts.
Yeah, but I never claimed I was being discriminated against.
You had a discrimination claim?
Well, not exactly.
What happened?
Well, an FC left the firm a few weeks ago, and a younger FC, an Hispanic woman, asked me for one of his managed accounts. No, that's quite all right. I understand, really. Okay, goodbye. Yes, Roberta.
Sorry to bother you.
That's all right.
I heard Jack resigned.
Yep, I just gave the clearance to his new firm. He's probably on the phone right now calling all his clients.
If you could assign me some of his accounts, I could start calling right now.
Okay. Let's see. All right, why don't you take these three here, all right?
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Ralph, I was wondering if I could get one of the managed accounts.
Oh, I'm sorry, those have already been assigned.
There's only about 300,000 in these accounts.
So?
Well, I happen to know that Jack handled at least 80 million in assets. And as one of 20 FCs in this branch, I think I'm entitled to at least 4 million of those assets.
Well, I can't divide the total assets by the number of FCs. You see, 2/3 of his assets were in a relatively small number of managed accounts, and those accounts go to the people with the experience.
Ralph, I've been through our training program. I am perfectly capable of handling managed accounts.
No, I realize that. It's just you don't have the real experience.
And just how am I supposed to get the real experience?
By developing your own accounts.
What about when Dave left and you gave his accounts to CJ? He didn't have any experience.
Well, there are other factors, Roberta.
Well, like what? Like being a woman? Like being Hispanic?
That's got nothing to do with it. Come on, Roberta. Look, CJ handled orders for Dave's clients when he was out.
Okay. Well, then what about the Poindexter account?
What about it?
I've handled orders for Jack.
Roberta, look, that's
Well,
not...
seriously. I know the Poindexters personally. We go to the same church.
You don't have the experience, Roberta.
I'm on the fundraising committee with Mary Poindexter. She knows I can handle money. I'm going to see them in church on Sunday, and I think I can keep the account here.
I don't know, Roberta. Let me think
If I get
about
on the phone right now, I can close this account by Sunday. If you wait, you're going to lose this account. Come on, Ralph. Give me a chance.
Okay. Take the account. Just don't make me regret it.
Thanks, Ralph.
Okay. Oh, and I want to remind you folks that this is a 19-day month, and so I'm going to be expecting results next week. Okay? Thank you very much. Tom, you seemed kind of distracted in the meeting. Is there anything the matter?
Yeah, you might say that.
Well, what's up?
You gave Roberta the Poindexters.
That's right. Did you see the accounts I assigned you?
Yeah, they're all junk. The only decent-sized account you gave me turns out to be a relative of Jack's. How do you expect me to convert that?
Well, I'm sorry, but it was a fair division.
Fair? What is this, a lottery?
You're not the only FC in this branch.
No, but I'm senior, and I have the most experience handling managed accounts.
Roberta has a personal relationship with the Poindexters.
Oh, what'd she do? Sit down next to him in church one day? You know, that's a complicated account. What are you gonna do when she screws it up?
I don't plan on screwing it up.
Oh, so you've had experience with managed accounts?
I've had training.
She's had training.
That's enough.
I've got $300 million in assets here. Is that what you're willing to jeopardize?
Calm down, okay?
Calm down. I'll calm down when you wake up.
Tom is still unhappy. So are a lot of the other FCs. I feel like I've hit a brick wall.
This is very typical, Ralph. I had the same problems.
Really? What did you do?
Well, the first thing is you make sure everyone understands the distribution policy.
Stan, I send out the memos.
The FCs don't read half the stuff that goes over their desks. You have to talk to them. Have a staff meeting.
Isn't that asking for trouble? We'll just start arguing.
Not if you have a clear policy and you make sure everyone understands it. Talk to them as a group, and that goes for the sexual harassment issues as well. I still have problems with FCs, but now we can speak to the policy. If you have a clear policy, the FCs won't feel like you're being arbitrary or prejudiced towards them.
I guess that makes sense. Now, I was thinking during our annual meeting that we could set up a process where the more experienced FCs work with the newer ones.
That's a great idea.
I really haven't figured out all the details yet, though.
I'll tell you what, let's get together again. I can show you what we've done at our branch, and we can review the policies you've got in place here.
Absolutely. But next time, go to your branch.
Sounds good. I look forward to it.
Really appreciate it, Stan.